Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Hello to Bobby Moresco, who is here in Rome to receive the Premio Apoxiomeno at the 22nd edition. And actually, 2 years ago, it was Paul Haggis to receive it. So you both received the Oscar for the Best Original Screenplay for Crash, and now you're getting the Premio Apoxiomeno together. Well, actually, a couple of years later. And if I remember well, Paul Haggis was shooting in Italy, third person, and you are shooting in Italy. Actually, you shot in Italy, Bent. You're shooting in Italy now, Lamborghini, right?
Lamborghini, yes. Paul shot third person a couple of years ago, and I shot Bent last year.
Okay, so that's let's say that's the reason why you are in Italy now, is because you're shooting your pre-producing the Lamborghini.
Yeah, we've begun shooting already.
Okay.
We'll finish up in December of this year, and we're all very excited about it. Antonio Banderas is playing Lamborghini. Alec Baldwin is playing Enzo Ferrari, and a lot of other wonderful actors. We're happy to have this movie going here in Italy.
So, what is your relationship with Italy? Because I know as well you are writing Charlie Lucky Luciano as well.
Yes, you've done your research. Well, I'm Italian. My name is Moresco. My family is from Genoa, up north. So, of course, I love Italy. It's my heritage. And my friend Pascal Pizzodomini, who everyone in Italy knows. Pascal is a great friend, and he introduced me to Andrea Virgolino from Ambi Entertainment, and we began a professional relationship and a friendship that's gone on for 6 or 7 years now, and I'm happy to be doing it. And I love Italy. I love the crew that I work with when I'm here. I love the actors here. What's better than the food in Italy?
And actually, you've been analyzing the both sides of mafia, because if I remember well, you wrote previously Petrosino, who is about an Italian New York officer, the first one, that actually was fighting mafia. And now you're writing the opposite side in the 1920, when actually Lucky Luciano is building up the corporate mafia.
Yeah, well, Captain Petrosino is one of the great little-known stories of an Italian-American hero who was the first one to take on the threat of the mafia, the growing threat of the mafia in America, and he paid for his life with it. And I think the whole world should know about him, Captain Joseph Petrosino. So I hope I'm grateful to be able to explore both sides of the coin, because there's a reason the mafia and the criminal element gets our attention so much, because they're fascinating, because they break all the rules, and everybody wants to break the rules. But of course, they always pay a price for breaking the rules. So it's fascinating, and we don't have to pay the price when we just watch them. So that's what I think that's about. And of course, there are good guys and bad guys in the world. You don't want to be silly and just be plain and simple, but there are. And most of the good guys are the guys who wear a badge and a uniform, the guys who protect the people out there trying to make a living. We can't forget that. Just because the criminals are exciting and we want to be like them and break the rules, the people who stop them from doing terrible things are the real heroes, the people we're here to celebrate tonight.
Well, thank you. And you wrote and directed movies which are about the sense of justice, which is about the both sides of the coin. And Bent is coming out right now, actually.
Yeah, we're premiering the Italian. The Italian premiere is in Ischia.
You don't know that. You don't know anything.
There's also a movie about the criminal element and law enforcement. It's about a cop who's framed for something he didn't do, and he tries to clear his name. It's the kind of movie that we might have seen before, but I think we bring some special things to it. Most notably, the performance of Carl Urban, who's fabulous, Sofia Vergara, like you haven't seen her before. And of course, Andy Garcia, who's just a great actor who I was lucky to spend time with on Bent.
Well, talking about Sofia Vergara, actually, I read that she broke boundaries with this role.
I think that people will be surprised. They shouldn't be, but they will be, because she's such a great comedy actress. And let me tell you something. If you can do comedy, you can do anything. Comedy is the hard one. But I think people will be surprised to see that she's such a terrific actress, and she's wonderful in this movie.
And is it true then you're gonna probably write something on a comedy thanks to her?
It's true that I'm going to direct it.
Okay. Oh yes, because it's a remake.
It's a remake, correct. The script has been written, the American version of it, and we start shooting, I think, in March or April in Italy next year.
Oh, great. Well, so you're going to be back again and again.
Third movie in 3 years in Italy, and I'm grateful to be here.
Thank you. Well, I had a lot of other questions about, just one probably. Because you started off as an actor. You had, problems, and it's been tough. And I think it's a good message for actors and directors who are, struggling and fighting to look at your career. Started up as an actor, then directing, writing, producing as well. So how is it possible?
Well, it is possible, and I think that, and yes, I struggled for about 10 or 12 years trying to make a living as an actor before I started writing. And when you're faced with not making a living at what you love, which was acting for me back then, but you really love the business more than anything, then find a way to stay in the business. For me, it was producing, acting, writing, directing. But staying in the business was the important part, not acting. And I give that advice to anyone out there. Stay in the business. If it's what you love, you'll find a way to do it.
Thank you.
Thank you.